Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to the all ages, HollywoodShono here, about to give you another WWE Mayhem video. In this video, we're going to show off the 4-star Luke Gallows, and surprisingly, at 778,000, we got in 35th place. So we actually got 4 Tier 3 basic weights and 3 Tier 2 weights. So this is definitely enough to take Luke Gallows up to rank 2. And I'll definitely take the 4 Tier 3 basic. You always need Tier 3 basics to level up 4 stars. So I will definitely take that. Now, one thing I'd like to ask you guys, do you guys find it easier to actually get score since you can only use about a third of your roster, if that? Or do you guys feel that it's a lot harder? I'm guessing that it's actually harder to play this versus. I imagine the score is going to go down, maybe 400 or 500k got it. Leave your comments down below. Let me know where you stood and what you got. But I'm very happy to announce that we got a 4-star Luke Gallows plus Tier 3 basic. Let's go claim all the other stuff. And we somehow also got a 3-star Luke Gallows. I'm really surprised about that. So that'll be overdrive level 10 on the 3-star Luke Gallows. So where did we actually place? We had 35,000 and rank 333. So I kind of find it baffling that 3,000 people played this and got less than 35,000. Maybe people just got the 32,000 milestone, called it quits. I'm not really sure. I'm not really complaining because that's another 154 star keys for almost no work. So very happy about that. And of course this versus is pretty crappy. Nobody does the 2-star versus, so I don't really care about that. But let's take a quick look at our brand new 4-star Luke Gallows. So we're going to filter the 4 stars. And let's take a look at what he's all about. Now, Carl Anderson, I imagine, is coming in the very near future. Possibly after Andrade. And possibly after Lacey Evans. So his PI is really low. 626. He is of the Raw brand. So he will give me more score in versus. So you can see 3,338 health, 379 damage. The Synergy is now OC instead of Balor Club. And that'll mean that critical abilities for team members are more efficient. So if you're using AJ Styles and Carl Anderson, you're going to get more precision, critical damage, and fatigue probability, duration, and power. So all 3 of them have it. And debuff abilities for all team members have a longer duration if you're using Finn Balor. Now, if I remember correctly, I think it's Carl Anderson that when you tag in, you get a random debuff. So that'll actually be more effective. And also, Brawler Buddy has Luke Harper. And with Rowan, Raw members have more damage. So using Rowan along with the OC seems really good. You can't use Finn Balor on Raw. The abilities, he has Injure after Gallows Pull, Charge attacks do damage, which is a Brawler staple. Overrun after the Gallows Chokeslam, that can be super useful, especially if there's a vulnerable. And after the Super Chokeslam, a high chance to trigger In Danger. In Danger is actually a really good ability, which AJ Styles Phenomenal Forum also has this, meaning that you transition to a pin if the opponent has less than 50% health. So at the start of a charge attack, you have a chance to trigger Charge Rage. So as long as you're not impaired, you have a high chance of getting extra damage. And you also have a chance to trigger precision and critical damage. So Luke Gallows is definitely all about charge attacks, as you'll get critical damage, critical rate. So I assume that having abilities that give you more critical chance is going to be amazing with Luke Gallows. And you can trigger a buff after tagging. And if you have Luke Gallows overdriven, 100% chance to trigger Exhaustion. Now, as we know, tag in effects also work when you tag in, so you can basically guarantee an exhaustion. So if you're running a 3 and a 4-star Luke Gallows, you can probably exhaust the opponent away. Now, add to that, if you have Finn Balor, now your debuffs are going to last longer. So that means the exhaustion is going to have a longer duration. That's actually really powerful, because that's going to mean that your exhaustion on tag-in is going to last even longer. And during exhaustion, you can hit the enemy as much as you want and they don't gain momentum. So that's a really good ability. So if you can overdrive Luke Gallows, definitely do it. Really quick, we're going to see who's in versus, and it is Andrade at 3 and 4 stars. I don't know why CN is spelled wrong. It's supposed to be I-E-N, unless there's a copyright involved there. So yeah, you can see, now this is a brand new character, and this is what really annoys me about Alliance, is that we have literally 16 hours left in this season, and we're just now able to get Andrade. So, yeah. You can tell that I really haven't cared this Alliance season, and you can still tell that there's still abusive people in the top 3 at minimum, and possibly even 4th as well. I'm not sure. I don't want to call out all Elite Mayhemers, but I find their score a little bit questionable. I think everybody 5 and below is okay, but yeah, not really sold on that. So let's really quickly go into the Daily Sampler Mail, and let's check out. So we have AJ Styles already. Let's actually go Raw. So we have Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson. I don't have a 4-star Carl Anderson, but it doesn't matter that much. So there's Luke Gallows. And Carl Anderson is a wild card. And he's not leveled up. So we have Finn Balor. And he's on SmackDown. He'll be easy to pinpoint. There he is. And let's see what he synergizes with. So yeah, we already saw that. So Rowan would be good, and he's also on Raw. And also, Jey Uso gives more damage. So Finn Balor. So they actually changed the one ability to Underdog. So thankfully they haven't named him Shorty G yet. That would be annoying. So Seth Rollins has more health. He's also in the Raw class. And rival Samoa Joe. So abilities for all members have higher probability. So that's probably a really good synergistic ability if you don't need a female. So let's slap in Samoa Joe and see what our stats look like on both 5-star AJ Styles and with Luke Gallows. So we're going to do a match with each. Samoa Joe is on Raw, not SmackDown, which is why the filter was messed up. And I do have Samoa Joe as a 4-star. We even have Powerhouse Samoa Joe. There might be Brawler Synergy. There is not. But with Sami Zayn more damage. Yeah, so it looks like the only synergy is that. But I think abilities for all members would be super useful for like AJ Styles. Let's actually check it out. So we're going to use Luke Gallows. Or could we use him in a disadvantage? No, we can't. As that also affects it too. So this is a normal effect here. Let's take a look at Luke Gallows' abilities. So you can see a 100% chance to trigger injure for 15.4 seconds, 100% chance to trigger overrun, 100% chance for endanger, and guaranteed charge rage precision for 454.4%. So that seems really powerful.
Uh-oh, we know what's coming.
Okay, we didn't get a crit there.
He's in danger of being
So
pinned.
I'm kind of curious to see what happens when we have a crit. That's going to be amazing. You can see the buffs last beyond the charge. So by having Samoa Joe with Finn Balor, granted you can't use Finn Balor on Raw events, you actually get a pretty nice stretch. Let's check out AJ Styles. And I'm pretty sure this does not affect the momentum power, but let's see. 12.5 for 12.5 seconds. That's a decent amount of time. 33.1 over 5.7 seconds. Signature rate 40.7 over 11.9. Yeah, critical damage 611%. Wow. For 43 seconds. That's crazy. Wow, that's really damn strong.
Magnificent.
Oh, we didn't get a reverse. It was under a bar.
Bam. Oh,
But yeah, the fact that that critical damage looks insane. All right, so we are going to get a kick out here. Unless we pin him. But yeah, it's pretty interesting to see. You definitely would want to use the OC together because that's some pretty good synergy. Having more critical damage. So unlocking AJ Styles' overdrive seems really good. And even Luke Gallows overdrive seems really good. Let's get him back in. Let's see if we can get a charge to crit. Now, granted, this is at rank 1. At rank 5, you're probably going to have even better results.
Uh-oh, we know what's coming. Bam!
We again did not get a crit. So, again, you have to be able to crit. So, you probably want some synergy for Raw members with crit chance if possible. Let's try it again.
Look at this!
Oh, we didn't get a crit again. Again, granted, this is rank 1. So I imagine at rank 5 he's going to have better results. But yeah, if you don't crit, it doesn't matter. You do get the charge rate still. So buffs having more power seems better than duration. But there is some use for duration. If you have a 40-second precision buff, that's pretty powerful. So let's see. This looks like a Royal Rumble match. So let's use Luke Gallows again and check this out.
And there's the bell. Oh, we know what's coming. Bam!
And in this mode, we can actually lobby for a critical hit.
Look at this.
Let's see if we can actually get one. I want to see the damage that we get. We have 45 seconds. We have to hit into him at like 5 seconds. Let's see if we can get a crit the damage that we can do.
Look at this. He's gone berserk.
He must have low crit chance because I'm not seeing a crit so far.
Oh no, he's on a
He
rampage.
has not gotten one crit yet.
Oh, do you hear that crowd?
There we go. 2255 on a critical hit. So he's going to do about 4 times the damage. I imagine if you use another OC member and stack the buff an additional 2 times, it's probably even better. But we'll have to see. But yeah, you basically do over 200% more damage. And that's pretty good. Alright, so now we have a class advantage. So let's see if it affects anything even more. So now we have a class advantage. We probably should use AJ with the disadvantage. 30.5, yeah, all 454.4. So yeah, nothing really different except for the values. So there's a weakness from Flair. Only hits for 450. So let that go away. Unfortunately, it did not. That's going to hit for 450 as well. And yeah, really interesting. So, would you use a Luke Gallows over, let's say, 5-star Elias for Ultra events? No. But there is some definite use for using Luke Gallows if you're good at parrying in order to do more charge damage. So I think that's the use for Luke Gallows. But let's actually check out Carl Anderson, because we have not checked him out yet. And we do have a disadvantage, so these values might be slightly reduced from what you see. So, 100% chance for a special move vulnerable for 15 seconds after spinning Spine Buster. So, that's definitely enough time to get back up to 1 bar. And at the start of the Swivel Gun Stun, 100% chance to trigger critical damage for 406%. Obviously, that number will be higher if you have a class advantage. Stun immune with an overdrive, special move Rage, precision and critical damage and hot tag. So you can see that Carl Anderson is centered around special moves. So if we can get the opponent to stop blocking, let's get off a special move and see how this works.
We know what's coming.
Hits for 14.99. Granted, that's with a class disadvantage, and it's a 3-star at max rank 1. So if you have a 4-star Carl Anderson, this will probably work a lot better. So that's basically the OC in a nutshell. I'm very happy to report that I got Luke Gallows. I was not expecting to get top 50. So, yeah, maybe only being able to use a third of your roster is crippling versus, and 700,000 is definitely over-farming. If you like this video showing off 4-star Luke Gallows and hitting top 50 for the first time since they revamped the Versus season, please give this video a like rating, comment, subscribe, share this video amongst your friends, and as a favorite, check out my other WWE Mayhem videos playlist, Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch, which are all HollywoodShono, my Instagram, which is HollywoodShono's God, and how much do you guys think it's going to take to actually get Andrade? Leave your comments down below. Have a wonderful day, kids, and please, for the love of God, put 2 stars back in Versus so Evan and the entire community can stop crying about it, because it's stupid as hell.
www.youtube.com/HollywoodShono. Subscribe, bitches!